lying to us, the media is lying to us, the politicians are lying to us, sometimes our parents are lying to us, for example about Christmas and about the Santa Claus. Our friends are lying to us, and we are just looking all around and say that, hey man, like, everyone is lying, no one is telling the truth all the time. And so when we do have the attention over there, we forget about the greatest liars, brothers. Us, ourselves. The greatest liars in our lives are ourselves. We don't have the guts to go to the places that we know that we're supposed to be going. We are telling lies for ourselves, such as, I'm not strong enough to do that. I'm not qualified enough to do that. Gym is not for me. Making enough money to get the freaking hell out of my parents' basement is not for me because I'm in somehow or some way handicapped by some circumstance again. I'm too young. I'm too old. So on and so forth. And so the list goes on and on and on. Every single God-given moment when we're supposed to be facing something that we do not want to, yet we know that we're supposed to. We know that we should. Let me tell you an example. I am 100-pound fucking overweight, suppose. Which I'm, thanks to God, I'm not, but suppose I'm 100 pounds overweight. So what do I tell? I look all around and see all these things that, hey man, this is not healthy, this is not good, so on and so forth. And so what I'm telling to myself is that, man, I want to lose weight because of health issues, because of health reasons, and because of mental and spiritual reasons, so therefore I will have a better self-image, so on and so forth. And so I am deciding this thing deep inside of myself. I want to lose that freaking 100 pounds, period. Yet, when the time comes to eventually take the action, which will be to eat less or eat differently and to do any kind of an exercise, but obviously most importantly with the nutrition, then I'm failing. Then I'm getting back to the fucking rut, because when shit is hard, our brain is just coming up with all this bullshit that, hey man, today is not the day. Because, you know, my dog doesn't feel like it, the sun is shining too hot, there is clouds on the sky, whatever the fucking hell your bullshit might be. And this is what we do, this is how our brain works. Every single time. When we're supposed to be facing something that we do not want to, every single God-given time, the shitstorm is coming up. It's like, man, I don't want to do this. Not for me. I would rather stay like this. So on and so forth. Believe me or not, I've been in this fucking cycle for years and years and years with masturbation and pornography, also with drinking and having unhealthy relationships, going out drinking, but you know, in an unhealthy way. And I'm not judging that that's bad, but if you're doing it excessively and in case for run from your problems, then that's bad. So this is what we do. Other things. Hey man, I'm supposed to be starting that fucking career that I always wanted, that fucking e-commerce store, that fucking agency. I want to have the fucking musical career, whatever the fuck that might be that I've been dreaming when I was 15, and when I grew up to see that reality is not that way, so therefore it will wash away my fucking dreams. We still have that thing. I would say that that's on a higher level shit. That's a higher level shit that requires perhaps more courage. So for example, I've been telling to you these things, and again, I'm just a guy from the internet who is talking about his experience with self-improvement, no-fap, semen retention, working out, spiritual and mental health, well-being, so on and so forth. Point over here is that I've been fortunate enough to be able to solve some of my problems in my life. For example, healthy weight issues. I've been blessed to figure this shit out. Next one, knowledge issues. I've been able to put my ass down and read as much as I humanly possibly can. Now I'm getting that shit again because I'm just putting too fucking much hours into the business. And yet, I still don't have these BS's all the time. Man, like, you're supposed to be starting a fucking agency. You're supposed to be starting a fucking e-commerce store. And so on and so forth. And so the point over here is that we will always have that shit, you know, that voice inside of ourselves that is telling to us that, man, like, you're supposed to be doing that shit. But somehow you're just choosing not to do that thing. It's like, and that is the thing that is ruining us, because I just realized, you know, like, the last year, around this time, I decided to pick on this business because my initial incentive was to build up an agency inside the construction space, roofers, remodels, so on and so forth. And so what I decided to do is to just simply move into the business of a constructing business, like literally, to understand how the shit works, so therefore I can really put together a product which is helpful, so I can solve problems. Not like, hey man, I'm another random guy who watched 2 YouTube videos with the title how to make $100 million with SMMA in 2 weeks, and I'm calling you because I can generate leads. I didn't want to be that fucking guy. And so what is happening now is that I really want to make